Bills fans, with some tickets now on sale for the game this fall in London. But fair warning, these are the expensive ones. Premium tickets starting at £295. We did the math. It's $365 US. This gets you access to the lounge area on top of some food ahead of the game and also a drink at halftime. The high-end premium tickets, also on sale today, cost almost $700. That gets you a seat right near the 50-yard line, snacks, booze, a three-course meal. For fans looking to pay a little less, though, general admission tickets won't go on sale until next month. And keep this in mind, you need to register ahead of time to get first crack at those. Meantime, a lot of people are looking at package deals that include not just your tickets, but also flights, hotels, etc. AAA unveiled its all-inclusive 6-day trip yesterday, starting at right around $4,000 a person. There are 50 seats total for that trip, and already it's almost sold out.
Motor coach up to Toronto, the flight over to London, all the different activities taking place in London, the hotel, and then the flight back.
A lot of fans are asking, is it better to do a package deal or just book everything on your own? Joining us live right now to talk about that is Mark Chesnut, a Western New York native who is a travel writer and industry expert, joining us from the Big Apple right now. Mark, we appreciate you taking some time for us here. And I do want to start by showing a couple of the packages that we found online, and you kind of get a sense of what you're going to get for the price. We mentioned that AAA deal. It's pretty affordable when you look at some of these other options. So the Bills are officially partnering with a group that's called On Location. It has 7 different packages at various different price points. The cheapest one we'll show here is $1,420 a person. But it only includes your game ticket. It is lower level on the sideline. And then you get a riverboat reception that includes dinner and drinks. But that's really it for that much money. On the other end, you have what they call the ultimate London experience. This is the pricey one, almost $6 grand for double occupancy. But this includes your round trip airfare from Buffalo, your game ticket on the lower sideline, 4-night stay at the Mayfair Hotel, which I looked up. It's pretty nice. Also the official pregame party with food and drinks for 2 hours, transportation to and from the game, that riverboat reception I mentioned, some swag, drink tickets at a few different pubs. Also, you can ride the subway called the Tube and the double-decker buses for free during your stay, and you have staff on site. So, Mark, it's a lot to take in, but $6 grand sounds like a lot. What are your thoughts there on what you get for the money when you look at these package deals?
It really can be an expensive venture if you go all the way. And this is going to be a big deal. There are going to be a lot of excited fans heading to London in October. And I actually was just in touch with a Buffalo area travel agent, an amazing agent named Denise Umbrisco-Maida at Travel Brilliant, a travel agency in the Buffalo area. She said that she's getting so many requests and so many people interested in traveling to London, both individually and as part of packages, even part of extended trips, where they'll extend their trip beyond the game and explore more of London, or even hop a train and head over to Paris. So there are so many different ways you can do it, and you can buy a package, you can try to set things up individually. The good thing about the official packages is that there are several different options, right? And so you can choose one of the higher end to include absolutely everything, including airfare from Buffalo, hotels and admission and other activities. Or you can choose something that's just admission and then add the rest yourself. So a lot of it depends really on how flexible you are, how much time you have, what kind of a budget you're on. So there are a lot of choices, but also a lot of decisions to be made.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I looked here because we've talked so much about international travel returning, and usually that means prices are going to go up because there's more demand. Spent some time on the internet today. In just a few minutes, I found a flight as cheap as $750, Buffalo to Heathrow and back, around that time of year. That's with 2 stops. One stop it was over $800. Those prices for airfare, do you anticipate that's going to go up? I mean, should people be booking that now?
You know, it's been very annoying in recent months in so many different levels because of inflation, right? So not even just related to travel, but for those of us who are trying to travel, you may find that a lot of airfares, no matter where you're going, are so much higher than they used to be, and hotel rates have gone up as well. So I think one of the positives actually about this particular time of the game, which will be in October, is that technically that's not a peak travel season. It's not considered as peak as spring or summer for London. So that may work in our favor if you're planning on heading over at that time. Although at the same time, there are more people going just to see the Buffalo Bills. So that may result in higher airfares as well. One thing to keep in mind, of course, as anybody from Western New York knows, is that you have more than one airport to choose from. So you have Buffalo Niagara, but you also have Rochester, and you have Toronto Pearson. So it's definitely worth shopping around. And travel agents obviously can be a good idea to contact because they have their fingers on the pulse of a lot of the best deals and the best packages and things like that. But even if you're searching on your own, definitely the more flexible you are and the wider net you cast, if you're willing to drive to Toronto or drive to Rochester, then you might find better deals.
Yeah, Mark Chesnut is a travel writer and industry expert, a Western New York native, joining us from New York City. Mark, thanks for your time and insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.